In the history of wrestling, a few names stand above the rest when it comes to creating unforgettable characters. We've seen darkness personified, supernatural forces, and mind games that left fans glued to their screens. But there was one man who went beyond all of that. A performer who blended horror, theater, comedy, and emotion into something the wrestling world has never seen before. Today, we're going to ask the question: is this the best character worker in the history of professional wrestling? Before I reveal who it is, comment below and subscribe to the channel for more videos and discussions. If you haven't guessed already, I'm talking about the late, great Bray Wyatt. From the twisted mind of the Firefly Funhouse to the nightmare that was the Fiend, Bray Wyatt was a master of his craft. Bray Wyatt's true genius laid in his constant duality. On one side, the unsettling children's show host, and the other, a monstrous fiend, a living horror film. No other gimmick in wrestling had this much depth and range. And this is all after originally seeing him as Husky Harris, and then morphing into the cult leader, Bray Wyatt, and leading into his final iteration, the Fiend. Bray wasn't just a great actor, he was a great character. His delivery, his body language, even the way he stood in the ring, everything had purpose. He understood the psychology of performance better than most in the business. And in one promo he could make you laugh, lean in, and then leave you completely unsettled with just a pause and a stare. Bray crafted layers into his personas, whether it was the most childlike curiosity of the Firefly Funhouse, or the terrifying, silent menace of the Fiend. These weren't gimmicks slapped together. They were living, breathing worlds built from his imagination. The Undertaker is widely regarded as the gold standard for wrestling characters. 3 decades of dominance, constant reinvention, and a presence that transcended the business. He was a dead man, the locker room leader, and the ultimate symbol of mystique in WWE. But Bray Wyatt brought something different. Where the Undertaker's character was rooted in the supernatural, Bray's was rooted in psychological horror. He wasn't an immortal figure. He was a monster that could be anywhere, anyone, anytime. The Fiend wasn't just a gimmick. He was a true personification of pain, revenge, and inner darkness. And if we're talking about the greatest characters of all time, we have to mention names like Kane, who terrified audiences with his unmasking storyline, Mankind, who blended deranged violence with heartbreaking vulnerability, and Stone Cold Steve Austin, whose anti-hero rebellion connected with fans on a primal level. Each of these characters left a permanent mark on wrestling history, but Bray's work combined elements of all of them. He had Undertaker's aura, Kane's intimidation, Mankind's emotional depth, and even Austin's rebellious streak against the system. And that's what made Bray so rare. He wasn't a copy of any of them. He was a fusion, an evolution of character work in wrestling. He took the foundation built by the legends built before him and added layers of cinema, symbolism, and unpredictability that no one else dared to explore. Bray's colleagues like Randy Orton said, he could take a simple idea and turn it into something nobody had ever seen before. That's what puts him up there with the greatest characters the business has ever seen. John Cena said he was the most unique storyteller I've been in the ring with. He could take the wildest concept and make you believe every second of it. And The Undertaker himself said Bray had the gift of making everything he did mean something. That's an art that's been lost over the years, but he had it. He was special. Bray's passing will forever leave a hole in the wrestling industry. He wasn't just a name in the wrestling business, he was an artist, a visionary, and a man who left a mark on everyone he shared the ring with, and the locker room. His characters will live forever, and so will the feelings he gave us. For many of us, he wasn't just one of the best characters of all time, he was the best. So where do you think Bray listed amongst the greatest characters of all time?